if you're tight on space, you know that eking out every square inch from a room can be a bit of a challenge. Sarah took this project on at her own house, and she's back to share some ideas. You've done such a good job creating this everything room, Sarah. So what was the goal here?
Like you said, this room needs to do everything. It needed to be a bedroom, a classroom, a home office, a video game room. All of those functions, all, believe it or not, within 10 by 12 feet. This is not a large space.
Okay, yeah. Now how did you achieve that? Because you've done a great job.
Before, it was just a single bed pushed up against a wall, and then a playroom when we first moved in. And then as the kids got older, it was a single bed pushed against the wall and boxes of junk and stuff to donate and everything else. It was not an enjoyable space at all. So the first thing I did was I made a list of all the functions it needed to have, and I wanted to design with a purpose.
You say that all of us should really think about double duty when it comes to designing a space like this, right?
Absolutely. So I've got a sofa in this room that acts as a bigger bed. So it serves double duty, but not only that, the chaise that sticks out lifts up, and then there's storage underneath it. So that's where all the bedding goes when the bed's not made, which is amazing. And then I also wanted coffee tables in this room, but something that was easy to move around because that's where the bed pulls out. So I found two outdoor side tables, believe it or not, at HomeSense, and they're super lightweight. So grouped together, they make the coffee table. And then when we pull the bed out, I just move it over to the side, and they're end tables for your lamp, a book, and of course, a place to charge your phone.
Now, you also wanted a space for the boys to get their work done. Am I right?
Yes. So 3 of our kids are doing virtual learning, so we definitely needed a quiet place and a comfortable place for them to go. So that's where this desk comes in. This is from IKEA. I went with a navy blue, which I know is not my typical, but because I figured the guys are in here all the time, it was good for them. It's a really nice sized desk. And what I think is great about it is that although it's against the wall now, if ever 2 of them had to come in here at the same time, we could just kind of pivot it out into the room, and one can sit on one side and one can sit on the other. So it adds that extra function as well, which is good. And then I painted the wall in this really beautiful Benjamin Moore blue called Early Morning, even though I don't think this room has seen an early morning since we redid it. And then the rest of the walls are really bright white, so it makes the space feel bigger.
Now, the other thing you did, which was very smart, is you used your vertical space. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, I wanted to add storage and function in here without taking up any of the floor plan. So to the side of the desk, I've got this narrow cabinet, which works really well just to display pretty things. But then the drawers, you can have extra bedding in there, or when the kids are here, they can put their clothes in there. And then if you look to the other side of the desk, I picked up a couple of these folding chairs, just in case the kids are all up here together. There's extra seating, or if we eventually ever get to all hang out together with other people, we bring them downstairs to the dining room. It's extra seating for our dining table, which is really great. And they're just hung on the wall, completely tucked away. The closet door opens all the way right there. They don't take up any room really at all.
That is so genius. I love that idea of hanging the chairs on the wall. And they're nice chairs, so it looks a little bit like the decor. Finally, you made sure that there was still a little bit of room for fun in this space as well.
Yeah, you know what? I know people are going to be shocked by this, but until I did this room, only had one TV in our house. But we also needed a game room for the kids to come and play video games. So I mounted a TV above the desk, so it's not taking up any of that desk surface at all. The kids can still spread out their work. But it's an ideal height. I made sure that it was higher than the chair so that when you're sitting on the sofa, you can still see it. And it's been really, really great to have.
We are just like you. We're a 1 TV house, and we finally, because of the pandemic, had to turn my son's PS4 into a second television because there's too many of us that need a screen during this time. So I hear you. I think you've done an incredible thing with that space, and there's so many people in this situation right now trying to figure out how to make a room multi-use. So thanks for that.